Oh, my bad. Having a little coffee here. What up? It's your boy Akie, checking in here with another video. So, today what I want to talk to you guys about is a little bit of something that is going to take you from being a novice to actually being at an elite level, because it's going to seem kind of, intuitive to do this thing, but it's really going to hurt you in the end. And that is pressure. Pressure. At the end of the day, if someone is motivated to sell, there's no need to do any kind of pressure. If someone's ready to sell their house, they're going to sell it, regardless of what the outcome could be that you could provide them with the type of pressure that you're putting on. So let me tell you a little something about what happened to me the other day, what I've been going through the past couple months with this situation, and what it means for you and I as investors. So basically, as investors, you want to come off as someone, or you want to be, rather, you don't want to come off, you don't want to fake anything. You want to be an authentic person and genuinely be someone that cares about people's, their situations, their distress situations. Because at the end of the day, we have a lot of power and a lot of, ability to, cause more harm a lot of times than necessary, just because at the end of the day, people need to have a situation solved. They need cash for one reason or another, and that is what the service that we're providing. And so people at times take this thing rather, and if they need to sell, cool, but there's times where people aren't as motivated actually, and they could be motivated months down the line, and you totally destroy your chances of getting a deal, or you just really bring yourself out of your own energy and you feel bad about it yourself when you are pushing too hard, when you're shoving too hard, and when you're trying to make things happen that is not even a deal and is not win-win. You want to be win-win in this business, man. You want to be win-win, because if you're not win-win and you're just trying to get what you want, then it's totally not cool. So let me talk to you guys about what happened to me the other day. So basically, this guy has been calling me. It's a guy that I met at a seminar a couple months ago. As you guys know, I went to a couple seminars this year already. Plan on going to a couple more in terms of just upping my education. So this guy is actually a coach, and he wants me to do his coaching with him, right? Understandable, which is not a bad thing. And I told him, I would think about it, give me a follow-up, within a couple months. I'd like to do a couple more deals first on my own, get my footing in the business. And, turns out I did get a couple more deals, and, he's still calling me, and, which is understandable. And I let him know, hey, I'm still not ready. I'm probably not going to do your coaching and things like that. Cool. So he follows up again the other day. He didn't get the idea when I said, I'm not going to do the coaching. He didn't get the idea, and he actually went ahead and called me again and said, "Hey, is this Akie?" And I was like, "No, it's not." And I went ahead and hung up the phone, and he called me back and left a real nasty voicemail. Not nasty necessarily. It was kind of like, it was more petty, more so than anything. But it just goes to show that type of behavior is unacceptable in our business, is unacceptable as a salesperson, whether you're doing real estate or not. And if something is meant to happen, then it should click like that. It should fit like a puzzle piece. Do not try to fit a square peg into a round hole. Don't force yourself on the people, because at the end of the day, even if they do sell, they're going to have that, what you call buyer's remorse, but of course they're the seller, so they're not going to feel good about the whole situation. These people at that point are without their house, and then you got situations where people want to take legal action, or people are just going to, even worse, tell other people who may be interested in selling, because at the end of the day, referrals is a real good deal. Not a real good deal, but a real good situation whenever you have a satisfied client that they can refer business to you on a later date. Birds of a feather flock together. If one person's distressed, they probably know someone else who wants to sell. And if they do, they're not going to refer you. They're even going to say that working with a wholesaler or working with someone that buys houses is not a good situation, and go with the realtor. Nothing against realtors, but you're going to lose out on a a lot of opportunity when you do that. So um, when you're doing pressuring tactics and things like that, there's things that you can say to a person to make them think in their head, and push them over the edge and say, yeah, you know what, I would like to sell, because those are motivated people. And those, for by all means, go ahead and explain to the seller all the pros of working with you and working with your company, and let them know that you're authentic and that you're real and that you really do want to help and actually want to help. But if you're working with people that aren't motivated or need a little bit more time, then have the respect, have the courtesy, have the decency, and don't be that hungry. I mean, be hungry, but don't be that aggressive in your approach to give them their space and give them their time, and let the process marinate and let it happen organically, instead of trying to make something happen that's not really meant to happen at the point in time. So I mean, it's a real simple message today, guys. In terms of talking to these sellers, you can't really make something happen that's not going to happen. What you want to do is you want to take your time. If someone's ready to sell, hop on it. But if they want to wait it out, wait it out. But if it's not a deal, at the end of the day, wipe your hands clean, no hard feelings. And what I've been doing actually is I've been running into a lot of deals where, because I've been going on a lot of appointments, probably close to 10 in the past month or so, is I've been actually referring a lot of business to. I've been referring a lot of business to my realtor friends, and they love me for it. So I've referred, I believe, 2 or 3 deals to one realtor in particular that is, whenever I need comps, he's pulling them up for me. And then I have another realtor that I'm working with that is going to be pulling comps for me. So it's always good to make relations and, make sure that you're helping the seller with the best situation for them, and eventually everything will come back to you, and hopefully it'll come back to you full circle, so that everything works out, and you're still profitable, you're still making money, and all that good stuff. So yeah, looks like a seller right here. So if you like the video, go ahead and like the damn video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on my journey. I'm dropping content like this all the time, and I will talk to you in the next video. It's good coffee.